CNBC-TV18 presents Crypto Corner, powered by CoinDCX.
Welcome back, and joining us now is on Crypto Corner is Sumit Gupta. He is co-founder at CoinDCX. Sumit, hi, thank you so much for joining in. First of all, the kind of volatility that we seem to be coming back with over the weekend and this week now, how are you reading into it? Because the year 2025 has been amazing, and then you see a huge sell-off to the tune of $18 billion. How should one look at it?
Manisha, yes, indeed, the markets have been, crypto markets experienced a turbulent and volatile weekend. And the markets are cyclical and volatile, as we all know. But when we talk about some of this sell-off, it was mostly triggered by a lot of traders where, because of the Trump putting a tariff on China and because of cascaded liquidations, people sort of, we saw the market coming down, but who did not get impacted as long-term investors. And I think such periods of volatility will come and go. But what is important is that to invest and trade depending upon the profile of the customers. For investors, it didn't matter, like myself, for people who want to do intraday trading. For this was an opportunity as well as a moment where some of the investors essentially had to book a losses.
Sumit, how would you look at investors' discipline, especially when something like this happens in crypto market, which is more volatile than various other asset classes? Would you look at near-term and a long-term as two separate portfolios?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Manisha. I think near-term investing is basically where people are taking a view on 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. I think this is more of, short-term view, which is what is more related to trader profiles, people who want to do trading either in spot or in derivatives. On the other side, people who have a longer-term view, which is 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years, they need to look at like long-term horizon, and a lot of these volatilities actually doesn't affect their portfolios as well. So most of the customers, even on CoinDCX, are long-term investors who are not impacted by any of such market volatility or market moves. And they can just allocate some bit in Bitcoin and just wait for like 3 to 5 years to play out and see how the portfolio is doing. And I think long-term investing is of course better for anyone who doesn't understand the nuances of the markets well.
Oh, absolutely. Going forward now, when we look at 2026, Sumit, what is it that you would want to look at? Because much of the scenario that has played out in 25 seems to be spilling over in 26 as well. So whether it is about macros, tariffs, dollar declining, other some asset classes like gold and precious metals doing well, how are you reading into the new year?
Yeah, Manisha, I think we've seen gold, silver, Bitcoin all pretty much close to all-time highs. I think this is triggered by a lot of geopolitical uncertainty that we see all around the world, tariffs getting imposed every week, and as the uncertainty increases, I think store of value assets like Bitcoin, gold, and silver will continue to cross and breach all-time highs. I do expect a positive momentum in at least next 3 to 6 months, while all of this uncertainty is around us globally, geopolitically, and a lot of things are unstable. And when things are unstable, a lot of these asset classes, which does not have to do with any specific region or a country, they tend to do generally better.
Sumit, we are nearing Muhurat and Diwali and Dhanteras, and this is the time that you see a whole host of things being bought and invested into, whether it is about currencies and commodities and equities, and cryptos have found a place within as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think Bitcoin was largely ignored asset class, I think, until 4 years back. But now, it seems to be picking up momentum. I've seen good activity, good Bitcoin buying activity, just like how people used to buy gold. During Dhanteras, you've seen a lot of that happening on CoinDCX last Dhanteras. This time, we're expecting even more. Looking forward to that. And this time, interestingly, like I buy Bitcoin every Dhanteras. My dad does it. He's a big believer and, very, very bullish on Bitcoin. But this time, interestingly, my mom has decided to take a good chunk in Bitcoin as well. So I'm looking forward to going to Indore and help her out with that.
All right. Well, you are changing generations there, aren't you? Not just the younger ones, but the older ones as well. Sumit, coming on, how much of a portfolio should really have crypto or Bitcoin within it? Because a lot of people are just waking up to the fact that, well, yes, there can be other things in your portfolio as well, especially when you want it more reasonable and more profitable.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, look, if someone is new and does not understand the nuances of the crypto markets better, it's always better and safer for someone to start their journey with Bitcoin only and take a very small chunk of Bitcoin as part of your overall portfolio, understand it, spend time reading about it. And when you get comfortable with the broader, thesis of why Bitcoin is valuable, why limited supply asset is the right store of value, then you can gradually increase your exposure depending upon your risk appetite. But I do strongly believe that for any beginners or anyone who does not understand the markets, I think it's always safer to stick to blue chip crypto assets like Bitcoin. And this Dhanteras, of course, just like how people are used to buying gold, it's a good opportunity for people to also understand and invest in digital gold, which is the Bitcoin of the for the young generation. This is a very popular asset class. So yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And we've seen those numbers talk for themselves as well. Thank you so much, Sumit, as always, for joining in and making sense of what's happening in the space and, of course, on how the new traders should really be looking at the space. But with that, that's all the time that we have on this segment. Take a break, come back and talk about more markets and stock specifics on the other side.
CNBC TV18 presents Crypto Corner, powered by CoinDCX.